Hello everybody. In this lessons, we are going to understand pivot tables field. Okay. These are the fields that these are the headers. Okay. And these are also called the fields. Let us understand. Let us create a pivot table. Insert pivot table. Now I am the inside the data. Insert pivot table. Okay. Now we are getting this. This is the table name IMDb. New worksheet we are going to create. Okay. So this is, you can see there are four boxes here. One is filter, then column, row and values. We must understand what to drag and drop where. Okay, this is the purpose of this lessons. Okay, you can see we have, these are the headers or these are the columns, and these columns are called the fields. Okay, so depending on our requirement we can drag and drop all these fields here and we can get the desired result. Okay, so this is a, what you called, suppose we will delete it. Okay, suppose we will delete it. Okay, now it is not available. So what we can do, we can right click here. Okay, pivot table, right click, then show field, it will come. Okay, so let us understand one by one. Okay, so we must understand what we can drag and drop here. This is one row. When we drag one item here or the field here, it will be reflected. It will be reflected in the form of row. Take for example, it is journal. Okay, so let me drag here. Okay. Genre, you can see there are different genres of movie and these are actions, adventure, animation and so on. These are appearing. Suppose I will take this two row, two columns, you can see. So these are appearing in the form of columns. Okay. Accordingly, depending on our requirement, we can see this. Okay. So suppose I want to see here another like colors. Okay. So these are the colors. There is breakdown. Okay. We are getting breakdown here. This is black and white and the colors. So depending on our requirement, we can. Suppose I will take here color. This is also appearing like this. Okay. Let us remember one significant things. So when we use the row and columns, and it is important to note that we can then drag here the text-based fields here, both in rows and columns. Okay, and also time based, also date columns, also date also we can put here. We can drag and drop here row and columns. We can drag the we have to understand the nature of the field, whether it's a numeric value in columns or the text based column or date based column. Okay, accordingly we can use. As far as row and columns are concerned, we can use this. Okay, so suppose we want to see like the value. We have some of the numeric field. We have like the gross revenue. We can drag here because value always you can find it is the numeric items should come here. Okay, and if we are dragging the text-based item, it will just simple the count. Hence, the number of actions, adventures, this will simple count. Okay, but it is always important to note that here in values we must get this like numeric field. Okay, similarly, suppose we want to like drag budget, we can also have it here. Okay, let us suppose what we can do, let us remove here. Okay, we can remove field here or simple we can also drag here. Okay, so that we must note it. Okay, so these are the important aspects we must. So we can also suppose we will bring here like language. Okay, we can also have here. So action is in different like languages. These are the different languages. Similarly, adventure we are finding in different language, and accordingly we are getting also revenue and sum. These are the, so when we that move this out of the table, so these fields are also disappearing. You should also understand. Okay, so let us this we can this is removed now. Okay, so we can take even if that multiple items, multiple fields to the row and columns. Okay, okay, suppose we can have like a country. Take for example, we will take to country. Two dimensional we will make it. Here is country. We will take to country. Okay, we are getting different countries. You can say action movies. We are getting this. Okay, that means we are taking one to column. Column means this these countries are there in columns, and row we are getting the genre. Okay, so suppose I want to bring here. Similarly, we can also do action movie. So here different countries that I have got these action movies. These are also reflecting here. Okay, accordingly, we can also uh, drag and drop according to our requirement. Okay, so especially we must remember here there is another. This is called a sorts. Okay, you can see here there is a sorts. What is the use of sorts? Okay. The use of sorts is when we have long list of fields, we can simple use and we can use sorts. Suppose budget. Okay. Suppose budget. You can see we are getting here, and we can click. We are getting budgets. Budgets has all is coming to the value because it's a numeric field. Okay. Accordingly, okay. So then we have understood now row, then column, then values we have understand. Basically, row and column we should take this text based field. Okay, and date based field also we can also take this. And values, when we are having some numeric values, we can take these to values. Okay, so we'll get here normally sum will appear by default. It will appear the sum. Okay, so there are like a move to column, move to row label one by one. We'll see later on. Okay. So this is how we can multiple of uh, like multiple of fields we can also drag and drop. So there is another here that is called filters. Okay, filter. We are also you can see. Let me remove this. Okay, so country wise gross revenue that IMDb is getting. Okay, so we are getting all these things. Then we will see the filter functions. You can see, suppose I want to check Afghanistan only. I will get it. Okay, I will get it. This is also a filter applicable to here. Okay, we can also appear. So, what is the difference between these filters and using filter here? Let us see. So, when we use filters, like take for example, let me take this here. So, you can see we have got here colors. So, what are the different kinds of colors? You can see black and white and colors. Two kinds of colors are also there. Okay, so we can select one, then okay. All black and white. You can see here there is a black and white. Okay, so this table shows the data for black and white. Similarly, if we want to see colors, okay, this table will show for only colors. This is the filter that we are using. Suppose we want both, select multiples. We can also get the data for both black and white and colors. We can also use. So what difference that it makes when we use this here in color, okay, in filter, and when we use filter in the row. In the row, whatever data we have, these are already the part of the table. Okay, but when you use filter, this filter like black and white and color, this was not a part of the table. When we added here, this becomes the part of the table. Okay, therefore it is essential we must understand these filter functions inside pivot table. Okay, so let us remember and let us uh, summarize what we have discussed. We have four boxes here, and we have created the pivot table. And always when we have like text based and date based column, we can use row and column. When we have the values, we can take these to the values. Like values means it is numeric number. Okay, numeric fields. When we have, we can drag these fields to values. Okay, so when we want to add data and use a filter, okay, add data means that was not a part of the table. Okay, we can drag simple to the filter. We can also use the filter to get the results for the particular questions. Okay, that's for the lesson. See you in the next one.